All right, so any seated position today that's going to feel comfortable for you, whether it's cross-legged or straddle or maybe legs in front. And let's just close the eyes and come to some grounding, palms face down. Using your breath here in and out of the nose to start. Thanking yourself for showing up to your mat today. Taking a moment to acknowledge all of the gifts that you received, whether they were actual physical gifts or connection over the last day or so. And being grateful for each gift, each person, each opportunity. We've been sharing a lot lately about how these changes have actually brought us closer together, more so than ever. We're able to connect through the screen. We're able to spend more time picking up the phone and really honoring the slowdown. It's a gift to us. So being truly present here today in your mat or in your practice on your mat. With the eyes closed, I want you to bring your focus to your third eye. Softening your jaw down, making some space maybe through the teeth. And then allow one ear to come over to a shoulder, finding some length in your neck. And scoop the head over to the other side, ear to shoulder, finding length in the neck. Bringing your head back down to center, release the back of your neck as you tuck the chin. Inhale, lift your heart, arch in your back, think a cat and cow. Rounding through your spine. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, round. Move through that a few more times with your breath. I have the biggest smile on my face today. There's so many of you online, and I've put the screen to gallery. Whoever watches this video after who's not in a live class, and you're like, what are you talking about, Sarah? So right now I can see each of your screen. Thank you so much for being present and keeping your screen on so we can have that community connection. Take one more lift of the heart, and then around your spine. And we'll come back to seated. Take your arms open to goddess. Bring it to close, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades, beautiful. Round your back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. One more like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Let's change it up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, drop the hands down. Inhale, scoop the air up. Exhale, down. Inhale, out. And exhale. Nice. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Let's bring our hands to our heart, coming into lotus. I'll come a little closer to the camera. So your lotus mudra, you start with your hands at prayer. Keep your thumb and your pinky together, and then open up the 3 other fingers. So you're holding this flower here. Think of that beautiful flower. Beautiful lotus flower. Walk back to my mat. Glue your thumbs to your heart. Close the eyes and hold your intention in your flower here. Watch it bloom. Watch it be planted. Watch it grow. What do you need over this next time here on your mat, or these days ahead, or this year ahead? What are you fostering right now? And if anything is really in the forefront for me, is just the importance of this community connection right now. So thank you for showing up. Setting it to an intention. Then take your lotus flower overhead, look up. And then exhale, hands down. Beautiful, let's move into tabletop. Hands underneath our shoulders, knees hip width distance apart. Then lift your feet off the mat, take them to one side to tap. Lift up to the other side, tap, and bring your knees with you as you look over your shoulder. Using your breath. You can make sound with it if you want by really dropping the feet down. Or you can be gentle, tap the toes. Little twist from side to side. And anytime if your wrists are bothering you, you can always make a tent at the hand or place your yoga blocks under there. I know a couple of you have yoga blocks at home. And then taking one more breath over to one side, and then over to the other side. Come back to neutral tabletop. So if your hands have slipped away from you, make sure they're directly underneath your shoulders. And then we'll come into bird dog, lengthen one leg long, and then reach the other arm out in front. Better move up on that mat. Flex through your foot, roll your shoulder back. You're gonna lower the toes down, lower the fingers to tap. And lift. Lower it down. And lift. One more like that, lower it down. And lift. Beautiful, draw knee to your elbow, round your back. And extend. Knee to elbow. And extend. One more like that, knee to elbow. And extend, hold it there. For the kiddos that are joining, who might be a bit more warmed up than us, you can bend your knee and grab your foot into your tiger's tail. Honor your body if you're not ready to go there today. Roll through your shoulder. Now as you lower your hand down, you're going to step that foot right to the top of the ground. So right through, yeah. From here, inhale, lift up. Finding your crescent. Exhale. Lower it back down. Two more. Inhale. Lift. And exhale. One more like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Tap your toes and step yourself back into your three-legged dog. It's a little bit of a challenge there, keeping that leg lifted. Beautiful. Take one more breath. Then lower that foot down. Come forward into your plank. And then lower to your knees. Let's do the other side, bird dog. So you might have to readjust your hands. Floating the left leg ball. Right arm reaches. You should know in a moment if you're on the other side. Lower down to tap the fingers, tap the toes, and lift. Lower down to tap, and lift. One more like that, lower down to tap. Nice, and lift. Knee to elbow. And extend. Use your Ujjayi breath. Knee to elbow. And extend. Press your heel, one more, knee to elbow. And extend. Option to hold and float here. You're still working on your core, or option to bend your knee and reach for your foot. Roll through your shoulder. Finding that tiger's tail, press your foot into your hand. One more breath. You're gonna lower your hand down, step the foot forward, knee above your ankle. Inhale, lift to crescent. Exhale. Lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Tuck your toes, lift your knee. Can you step it right back to three-legged dog? And then lowering that foot down. If you want to move through a vinyasa, you're welcome to. Or you can meet me in child's pose. So lower back to your knees. Take them wide. Big toes together and find Balasana. So it looks like we all decided to take a rest. So from your child's pose, walk the hands over towards the right edge of your mat. Allow the head to come back down to the earth. And let's walk the hands to the other side of the mat. So finding the stretch through the side of the body. And then we'll bring our hands back to center. Roll up to table. Meet in a direction facing the long edge of your mat, but still that you can see the camera. And from your long edge, you're going to take your right foot out to a straddle, toes on an angle. If you have a knee injury, make sure that you protect your knee by either doubling up your mat or placing maybe a sock under there for extra support. And then walking hands up. Nice. Hands are going to come to your hips to start. Foot's on an angle, drawing your navel in, your belly button to your spine. We're going to take one hand behind the head. The other hand's going to stay on the back and start to lift through your heart. Shining that beautiful heart. What are you grateful for? Focus on that and touch at your heart. Take the hand that's behind your head, reach it up to the sky, lift your heart, and then we're going to reach for that extended leg. So either toes are going to stay pointed, or you can lift the toes off and flex your foot, working into the hamstrings here. Inhale, lift your head, lift your heart. Exhale, bring your chest closer to your thigh. One more like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale. You're going to bring those toes back to the ground if you lifted them. Legs going to stay long. Walk back to center, and your left hand's going to come to the outside of that knee or hip. Reach over, so you're finding this long stretch from your toes up to your fingertips. And your extra challenge for today, if you choose to take it, if you like, see if you can float that leg off, like we did in Tigers, and see if you can grab your foot. That's just an option, otherwise you're staying where we're at. Nice, press your foot into your hand, roll that shoulder back. Big heart opener. One more breath, you got this. Beautiful, release the foot, bring it back down, bring the hand to the top of your mat, and draw that knee in. Take a big breath if you were holding your breath for that. I know I was a little bit actually. Take your other leg out to the side, toes on that angle, and walk back up. Coming to high kneeling, drawing your belly button in again, protect your spine. Inhale our arms up. One hand behind the head, the other hand to the spine. Doesn't matter which one, whatever feels best. And then lift your heart, finding that back bend, shine that beautiful heart of yours. I ask you again, what are you grateful for? The hand that's behind the head is going to reach, lift your heart to center, and then reach for that extended leg. So decide, are you keeping the toes pointed, or are you flexing that foot? Chest towards your thigh. You can drop the head down, but don't round your back. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, chest to thigh. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the toes back down to the ground, walk to center. Right hand to the outside of your knee, left arm is long. Finding that stretch to the side of the body again. Find your space in your ribs here. Option to float that leg, as long as you're being safe with your knee. And then your second option is to bend at that knee, reach for the foot, roll your shoulder back, don't force it. Lots of choices today. One more big breath here, big inhale. Nice, and exhale. Releasing that foot, reach your arm back up to the sky and bring yourself back down to your table. Readjust yourself to the top of your mat. And then tuck your toes and lift up to a down dog. Paddle through your feet, walk your dog. Wake up that lower half. Let's bring feet side by side. Start to tiptoe to the top of your mat. Find your forward fold. Nice and quietly. Inhale, half of the hands to your shins. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Reverse swan dive. So bend into your knees. Take your arms out wide. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, our hands to heart. Surya Namaskar. Inhale, arms up. Bend into your knees. Lift your heart, or lean forward, I should say. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's lead with left side today. Left foot steps back. Then right. We'll start with a modified flow today. Lower your knees. Lead your heart forward. Chaturanga. Squeeze those elbows into your ribs. Hands stay on your shoulder. Lift your heart. Baby cobra. Then tuck your toes. Glide back. Down dog. Know that you can always rest in child's pose or in your tabletop. Let's step the left foot between our hands. Might have to drag the foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Uttanasana. Root your eyes. Roll all the way up. Reverse to swan dive. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, your hands to heart. Let's repeat that. Inhale. Exhale, lead with the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back. Then your right. One more expression, modified version. Lower to your knees. Lead your heart forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. Baby cobra. And then glide back. Down dog. If you need to rest, you have lots of options here. Child's pose, table. In your down dog, if that's where you've landed, make sure you're pressing through your palms. And let's float the left leg up and step it to the top of your mat, followed by the opposite. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Root your eyes. Inhale, arms up, look up. And then exhale, hands to heart. Pause here. Maybe you want to come back into your lotus flower by spreading your 3 fingers, coming into that mudra, and focusing on your attention at the center of your flower here. You may inhale, both arms up. Lift your heart this time, find a gentle back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with your left foot, bend your right. We'll take a full vinyasa. Bring your weight over top of your wrists, or you can always lower to your knees. Chaturanga. Lifting up, full cobra or baby cobra. Everyone's spine is different. Honor where you're at today. Tuck your toes and glide back Downward facing dog. 5 breaths of rest. Beautiful. I love the variations on the screen here. Honor your body. Sometimes we're tired not just because of physical work, but because of emotional changes, the weather. So acknowledge that. Don't push yourself. Take one more breath here. This time I want you to look for whatever pose you landed in, and then step, left foot, then right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. You're home, so exhale through your mouth. Take any breath that feels good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more like that. Inhale. Lift your heart, gentle back bend. Exhale, swan back. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Left foot steps back. Then your right. You can lower your knees if you like. Or full vinyasa, forward into high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lifting through. Full cobra, shoulders back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Find length in your arms. So if you're bending your elbows, can you get a little longer? One more breath here. Nice. Tuck your toes, glide back down dog. I'm trying to exaggerate my breath for the camera right now. So if you're exhaling through the nose, is it audible? Create that ocean breath. If you'd rather sigh through the mouth, you're welcome to. Maybe take a big, let everything out. One more breath. Lift the left leg, step it to the top of your mat. Then the other, nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root your eyes, rolling up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, reset with your lotus flower at your heart. Follow your intention here. Has it shifted? Take your lotus flower out in front, and then take your palms face down. Heel toe your feet. Find everyone's favorite pose, or Uttanasana chair pose. Sit low, hug your thighs towards each other. I know for me, I have tight hips, so I want to lean too far forward. I need to remind myself to press back into my heels. Drawing your navel to your spine, maybe sit a little lower in your chair. Press through your big toe in your heel. On your exhale, come to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. This time I want you to lead with your right side. So as you plant your hands, right foot steps back, then your left. Find your vinyasa, forward into plank, chaturanga. Lifting up your expression, up dog, or maybe baby cobra. Lie back, down dog. So we're gonna start B. Lift your right leg up and step your right foot between your hands. That back left foot's gonna step on an angle to the long edge of your mat. So back left foot's gonna come on a 45-degree angle, step it closer. Nice, weight into your front leg, lift up, warrior A. So if you need to, if you find the stance is too short, you can take your back foot and step it wide, or step further, as long as the heel's not lifted. That heel should be down. Inhale, arms up. Front knee is working to the outer edge of your mat. Today we're focusing on the heart, so would it feel better to open up to cactus or goddess arms? Or if it feels good, you can lift your heart, come into a bit of a back bend. Take any variation that feels best for your practice today. If you come into that back bend, lift your heart back up. And the next exhale, bring the hands down to the earth. Make space, step your back, left foot long, followed by your right. And then lift up to your down dog. 2 more breaths. Let's do the other side. Lift your left leg. Step it between the hands. Then right foot's gonna step on an angle. Front knee stays bent. Back right hip to the top corner. Inhale, arms up. Virabhadrasana A. Sink into your hips here. Do you have to adjust that foot? Decide. Are you taking goddess arms? You're coming into that little back bend. You're going to start to find length more so in the back quad. One more breath here. If you're in the back bend, lift your heart. Exhale, float your hands down. Make space. Right foot steps back. Bend your left. Finish with your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Lifting through, cobra. Maybe up dog, you want to press to the tops of feet and lift the knees. Gliding back, down dog. Let's all rest in child's pose. So as you come forward, lower your knees, big toes together, dropping the head down. Take one more breath in child's pose. We'll all roll back up to a tabletop and we'll transition from table forward. So step one foot and then the other. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reach your eyes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands turn. One more variation of straight in the start beat. Inhale, arms up. Take your arms out in front, palms face down, shoulders roll back. Sit into your chair pose, Uttanasana. Open through your chest, strong in your core. Maybe sitting a little lower. Try to smile through this pose. One more breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half a lift. Nice, exhale, fold. Right foot steps back first. Then our left foot. Find your vinyasa, chaturanga. Lifting up dog or your cobra. Gliding back down dog. Bring your feet side by side in your down dog. Lift your right leg up. Step it between your hands. And then step that back foot closer. Lift up, Virabhadrasana A. Your choice where the hands land, cactus or extended. Find your breath here. Maybe close your eyes because you've been here before. Trust this pose. Open your eyes. Exhale, float your hands down. Step back, make space. Come into plank for a breath. And then press back into down dog. Let's do the opposite side. Left leg is gonna lift. Step it between your hands. The right foot steps closer. Bend into your knee. Inhale, lift up, Virabhadrasana A. Sink into it with the hips and decide where your hands are resting. Maybe it's at prayer this time. Closing the breath. Closing your eyes, using your breath. Try doing it at the same time, maybe it would work. One more breath here. Open the eyes, and then lean your heart forward, float the hands down. Step it back into your plank. If you want to float, you're welcome to, or take take your rest pose of choice. Chaturanga if you're moving with me. Lifting through cobra. And then gliding back to down dog. Let's lift the left leg up, step it between your hands, but this time you're gonna pivot on your back foot, windmill your arms up, find warrior B. So your back foot's aligned with the short edge of your mat. Heel is aligned with the back arch. Arms extend, warrior B. Press down with your palms, sink a little further into the lower half here. If you're feeling overheated like me today, make sure you exhale through your mouth, or it might even feel good to come back into Ujjayi breath if that's what you're comfortable with. Let's windmill the hands down, step it right back into your three-legged dog. Keeping that leg lifted, come into puppy peeing, look over to the left side of the room. Flex through that foot, root through your right heel. And square your hip to center. You're gonna lower that foot down. Let's do the other side. Float your right leg, step it between your hands, windmill your arms up, come into warrior B. Heel to arch alignment, so you might have to heel toe that front foot, arms up, warrior B. Roll your shoulders back, sink into your strong pose here. Look to the top of your mat. Windmill your hands down, step yourself back into your three-legged dog. Option to lower your left knee down to table if you like. Stack your hip for puppy pain, look underneath the right armpit. Keep pressing through the base of your palm. Sometimes we want to lift our hands here. Make sure your hands are strong. One more breath, you got this. As you bring that hip to center, I want you to step that foot between your hands and then step up to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root your arms, roll. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Coming into tree pose, so from the top of your mat, your weight's gonna come into your left leg, bend into that knee, and then bring your right set of toes to the ground. The knee's gonna open up to the side. Are you bringing your foot to your calf? Or are you bringing it to your inner thigh? Or are you leaving it on the ground today? Honor your body where it's at. I'm gonna go in between at my calf. Nice. Take your arms overhead in your tree pose. Your next challenge is either to close your eyes and hold this pose or change up your hands. You may be surprised how challenging it is just to close the eyes. We're going to bring our knee back to center, open your eyes, of course, and then lower that foot down, Samasthiti. Let's do the other side. Weight into our right leg, left set of toes to the earth, and then open your knee to the back of your mat. Decide if that foot's coming to calf or inner thigh, or if it's staying on the ground. Mine wants to slide down today, so that's my reminder to stay on my calf. Bring your hands to your prayer. We're on the second side for our tree pose. And then change up the hands, maybe grow your tree and take them overhead. option to close the eyes or change up the hands to challenge yourself here in your tree. Your breath is your guide. Focus on it. Open the eyes and bring that knee back to center. Find Samasthiti mountain pose. We'll do one more vinyasa, nice and slow. Inhale, arms up to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half the lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Finding your way back to your plank, whatever feels best for you today, whether it's coming to table. Find Chaturanga. Lifting up for your last cobra. And then gliding back to down dog. Let's float the left leg up and bring left knee to the inside of your wrist for Ekapada Konasana, or your pigeon pose. Have a variation today in pigeon. So from here, look over your right shoulder, press that right hip forward. But then maybe see if you can bend your knee and bring your heel to your bum. If you're already getting enough stretch here into your quad, you can stay here. Or if you like, you can see if you can reach around with the same hand, so right hand reaches for right foot, coming into king pigeon, or just play with that leg lifted. Chest is gonna stay open, that hip is still squared to the top corner. Your next option is to either bring the hand to the thigh, or bring the arm up to the sky. Take one more breath. Release the foot if you're holding on, and then press your right hip forward to the top corner, leading with your heart, coming into your full expression of your pigeon. Maybe it's on your forearms, or maybe it's coming to your spine and coming to thread the needle or figure four. I think I know everyone's practice, and I think everyone is comfortable in this pose. Maybe comfortable is not the right word. Comfortable with being uncomfortable in this pose. And then find your expression of pigeon. Let's take 2 more breaths on the side. And then bring hands on your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift that knee. You're either going to press back to table or right back into three-legged dog. It might feel good to shake it out. And let's set up the same way we did on the other side, floating your right leg up, right knee to the inside of right wrist. Beautiful. Look over your left shoulder, tuck your toes, maybe lift the knee, or lengthen that leg longer. And then draw that left hip forward. Decide if you're coming into king pigeon. So start with just bending that back knee. So the heel comes towards your cheek. Then your next option is to reach for the foot or stay where you're at. And then your next option is to extend that hand or keep it on the ground. Please be mindful of your spine here. Let's not create too much compression or any pinching. Releasing that foot down. Driving left into the top corner. Think as if someone's drawing your hips back for you. Lead with your chest, weighted into your front leg. Maybe start on your forearms or start on your blocks. Our pigeon pose does much more than just stretch out the hips. On the energetic level, it's connected to our gallbladder and connected to our liver. This is very much a detoxing posture. See if you can use your breath to settle a little further into this pose, or maybe it's adjusting the hands. Let's take 2 more breaths. Slowly press back up, take your time, tucking your toes, lifting your knees, you're coming into 3-legged dog, or if you like the table, maybe shaking it out. Then let's lower that foot down and meet to our knees. And sweep the legs out in front. Come back to that intention for the beginning of class that you set. And bring your hand to your heart to seal that intention in. You can flutter the eyes back open and come to the center of your mat. Slowly coming to your spine for Shavasana, the most important part of your practice. Maybe taking your arms overhead for one final stretch here. And then exhale, hands down by your sides for corpse pose. Closing your eyes, coming into your breath again. Om Shanti Shanti. Om. If you wish to stay longer in your Shavasana, please honor that. If you are ready to move, wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe a little rock of the head, no, from side to side. And any final thoughts you wish to leave on your mat, take a moment to check in with those. And then either roll onto a favorite side or slowly come upright to seated. We will bring our palms to third eye, Anjali chakra, for our intuition, to our mouth and our throat, the Shudra, for speaking our truth, and to our heart, Anahata, for our kindness and this beautiful community connection. Thank you so much for joining me today. From my heart to yours. Put a little love in your heart. Namaste. Let me just pause the video before you unmute yourself so I don't record anyone. 1 second.